Right, England all-time top goal scorer at the moment. Wayne Rooney's with us. Wayne, is this going to be difficult for you? I know you're England through and through, but Harry's closing in on that record. By the end of the World Cup, he might be just past you.
Do you know what? I'm delighted for him, and I think he'll go on and smash the record. I think he'll end up on 70 odd goals, if I'm being honest, and he deserves it. I think the work he puts in, and it's a huge honour to have the record, but the record's there to be broken, and I couldn't think of anyone better than Harry to obviously go and take that record, and hopefully he gets it during this World Cup, because it'll mean that he's doing well for England.
Wayne, obviously you've been a young player. I remember you coming into that Everton team, scoring a brilliant goal against Dave Seaman. I'm really looking forward to seeing Bellingham for England, because he's done so well at Dortmund. He's playing in Champions League football, and he's going to be such an important player going forward for England in many, many tournaments.
Yeah, he is. And do you know what? I played against Bellingham when he was at Birmingham, when I was playing for Derby. And he actually man-marked me during the game. And I think he was about 16, maybe just 17. And what I really liked about him is every time I passed the ball off, he'd leave a studding on me. And I remember thinking, he's got something about him. And just to show the character to go out to Germany and take that league by storm, and that mentality to perform. Obviously, he's been captain in quite a few of the games as well. He's going to be a huge player for England. And just that mentality, I think he can actually, even though he's young, he can put some of that character into some of the rest of the squad, in my eyes.
Wayne, they're talking about the rumours here, and of course they're only rumours, that Liverpool might try and get Bellingham and Rice, but Man City want them both. Should United not be thinking about that's the type of player we need?
I hope so. I hope it doesn't go to Liverpool or City, but yeah, I'm sure they're doing the work, and he's probably the hottest youngster in world football at the minute, and I'm sure United are looking at that as well. And I know they tried to get him a couple of years ago, so I'd hope so, because I think he's a player who United could really do with at the minute.
Wayne, I wanted to ask you about what you thought about Ten Hag, how he's done at Manchester United, and do you think this Manchester United squad of players can get into the top four? You know, you see Arsenal have improved a lot. They're looking like they're pushing Manchester City. And there's a real fight on now, isn't there, between Newcastle, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, for them 2 extra places for the Champions League?
Yeah, I think Ten Hag has done really well. I think he's come in, he's stamped his authority on the team, and I think for the first time in 2 or 3 years, I'm starting to see identity with Manchester United, which I haven't seen over the last 2 or 3 years, and he showed his strength, his character, in obviously how he's dealt with Cristiano at times with some of the stuff he's been up to. So I really believe he's the right man for the job. I think it will take time. I think a real step in the right direction will be for them to finish in that top 4 and get Champions League football again.
Wayne, have you met him? Is he a good guy, Ten Hag? I don't know too much about him.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't met him. I've seen reports yesterday that I've been speaking to him a lot. I haven't met him, but obviously I had Steve McElhenney at Derby, who obviously I know well who's gone in there, and I'm very close with Darren Fletcher, so I know what he's doing and how he's going about his work, and I know the players and the staff are a lot more happier than they have been over the last couple of years.
Wayne, I've got to ask you about Ronaldo at Manchester United. How did you look at it from the outside and say, you know, how he's behaved, and we all love Ronaldo. What he's achieved in his career is amazing. The goals he scored. Is Manchester United a better team with him in the side or not?
No, I don't think so. I think the career he's had. There's him and Messi are arguably the 2 best players of all time, and you can go either way with that, whatever way you decide. But I just think the things he's done from the start of the season, really, and it's not acceptable for Manchester United. And I see, like, obviously, you've seen Roy Keane defend it. Roy wouldn't accept that. Roy wouldn't accept that at all. And so it's a distraction which Manchester United don't need them in time to rebuild. And for Cristiano, just get your head down and work and be ready to play when the manager needs you. And I think if he does that, he'll be an asset. If he doesn't, I think it'll become an unwanted distraction.
I think, Wayne, just the last Premier League before the big break, Club Everton, they need a result. Do you still keep close ties on Everton, because Frank's under extreme pressure at the moment? It's a fantastic football club, but they're struggling at the moment, Wayne.
Yeah, I know Conor Cody's on after me, so come on, mate, we need 3 points Saturday. No, yeah, I think it's Frank's. I think what Frank's doing, he's trying to get everything solid and they're organised, and it's sometimes you need that bit of luck. So it's a big game Saturday, going into the break. I think if everyone gets 3 points, you go into the break in a position where you can build on that. If not, then I think the pressure will really come on the club and the players, and to go into the international break potentially in the bottom three. So Frank will have them ready, and I think the players will know it's a big game on Saturday.
Wayne, I wanted to ask you about Benteke, the striker that you signed. I played with him at Aston Villa. Very good striker, so strong, good in the air. What's he been like since he's joined the club, and do you think he'll adapt to the MLS?
Yeah, do you know what? He come in and he's such a nice guy.
Yep.
And I've challenged him. I said to him, my job is to get him more aggressive, because with his size, with his physique, he's got so many attributes, and I've challenged him to be more aggressive and use his body more, because if he does that, he can still improve. He can still get better. At the minute, he's out in Dubai. He's training. Obviously, we have a long off season. The season doesn't start till the end of February, and my biggest challenge at the minute is to get him to rest a little bit, because I keep seeing all his Instagram posts and he's working too much. I want him to take some rest and make sure he's fresh for the next season.
I can take him out if you want, Wayne. I don't mind.
No, you leave him alone. Party Parlour. Finally, Wayne, listen, thanks for your time today, by the way. Brilliant. Yeah, Wayne, could you give us an England 11 for the first game against Iran in the World Cup, mate?
Yeah, for me, I'd go with Pickford in goal. I think he hasn't let England down. Then I'd go with Trent, John Stones, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. I'd go with Declan Rice. And I know he hasn't played, but I'd go Rice and Phillips in the midfield with Bellingham as a number 10. And then Phil Foden, Saka and Harry Kane up top.
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's a win there.
Ready, you got one last one for Wayne?
Yeah, look, one day, Wayne, I'm sure you're still learning your ropes, but being manager. But one day, you'll be hoping one day you can lead the country to a tournament. Come on, Wayne, you must want to be England manager one day.
Listen, I think I want to, obviously, I've stated that I'm still... I love managing, I love coaching, I love what I'm doing, gaining experience, trying to improve myself, improve players, and if I get it right at club level, then you never know, one day in the future with England, but we focus on DC United at the minute, and I just want to improve. I want to try and give back and be the best version of myself I can be, and if that's good enough, then great. If not, then at least I can turn around and say I had a go.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.